Ramblin Man here. Okay, so does anyone else find it funny? Right now Biden is over there in Europe. So it's funny, like when he does his first, I guess you call it press conference, whatever you want to call it. It's really more of just a speech. He's not really taking questions, but he was talking about the G7 summit and everything. But what he did first was he said, I just want to, mention that we're doing really good as far as the vaccinations going and on the fight against COVID-19. Okay, first let's get this straight. COVID-19, if anyone passes away in the United States right now, almost everything sickness-wise comes up as COVID-19. Let me explain how this works. Now, if you had the flu or pneumonia and you pass away, they've done a test, they find out you had COVID, automatically, you didn't die of pneumonia, you didn't die of the flu, you died of COVID-19. So this inflates the numbers. Now, I'm not saying that you can't die from COVID. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is they're making it even worse than what it really is, right? When you have like all this numerous thousands upon thousands of cases of COVID-19 in 2020, but only 1,800 cases of flu, there's some real discrepancy there. So if someone has the flu and COVID-19, they put it as you have COVID-19. They don't even mention the flu. So there's deaths every year from the flu, which this last year, there are hardly any documented deaths from flu. Because why? Because if you had COVID, like I said, they say, hey, you died of COVID. So when he's doing his speech and everything, the reason I wanted to get to this real quick is, his goal was to have 70% of the U.S. population vaccinated. And I told you 31% wanted nothing to do with getting a vaccination, meaning that only the worst best he could do was 69%. I think he said I think the CDC and everyone was talking about numbers. They said 64% have one shot, and only 43% of the U.S. have gotten both shots. So they said it's a struggle right now to get those places to hit, to be able to hit 70% by 4th of July. So I guess that means we're not going to be able to have barbecues this year. Yeah, right. Good luck with that. So here's the thing. While I was looking at this, I started thinking about all the different things, and it talked about 8 different states have had a rise in COVID. Well, here's the thing. So one of those 8 states is Texas. Well, of course it's going to have a rise because at one point we had 0 deaths and a lot less numbers. So anything that goes above that, you're going to have a rise just in the last 2 weeks. Here's the other part they don't take in consideration. And Texas has the largest influx of all the illegal immigrants coming in. And if they have COVID, they're going to go to urgent care or wherever, and they'll get free health care, but it's going to be documented as having COVID in Texas. So of course, with that increase, of course, it's going to show tons more COVID. So I'm just telling y'all right now, do your research. Don't go all these inflated numbers and think, oh, it's coming to an end. When you have to have someone that's over there doing a summit over there overseas, and he turns around and says, so do your part, go get vaccinated. That's what he wants to talk about when he's overseas internationally. Whatever. I just think it's a big bunch of crap. Do I think that the COVID's for real? Yeah, absolutely. Is it dangerous? Yeah, it is. But no, I don't think it's any more dangerous, except for the fact that we didn't know how to treat it when we first came out. We're pumping people, putting ventilators, and the biggest issue is having clots in the lungs, which that I can't even use that word, makes it worse. And so what does it do? It kills people. So we were treating it wrong all along. Now we have it more under control. You have less and less people dying from COVID-19. People, I'm telling you right now, people that were really jumping in to get the vaccination, do it if you want to. If you feel safe doing it. I don't feel safe doing it because I just feel like there's so many unknowns. And I'd rather wait around and see how things play out. But other than that, though, y'all have a great day. But just remember, if all Biden has to talk about is this dadgum COVID-19 and vaccine, what else is he doing? He's talking about, oh, we're doing so much better. Okay, you have no, as soon as things start to go bad, what are we going to do then? Oh, things are getting better. We have such and such percentage of vaccines. Who gives a crap? If that's all you have to do right now, that's the only thing you have that you can talk good about. Still haven't been to the border, haven't addressed that situation. Our education sucks. Economy is already going up. It's just steadily been going up. So it's not like he had anything to do with that. It's just it happens like this. And I'm telling you right now, I would not invest to save my life. Because why? Because at some point it's gotten so high now it's going to crash. And when it crashes, what's he going to say? Oh, it's because of Trump. Because it's always the predecessor's fault, not your own. So, you know what? The next president's going to be like, oh, Biden screwed us all over. It doesn't matter. It's never your own fault. But I'm telling you right now, mark my words. The housing market's going to crash. Economy's going to crash. Gas prices are just going to keep going up until we can't afford them. And the corona, it's going to be an afterthought pretty soon. So quit making excuses for things. Just go out and enjoy life, because life is too short. And quit protesting about every damn thing. Ramblin' Man, out.